Good morning, everybody. Hi, this is Herbal Goodness. We're live again, and I am working to bring on board our guest this morning. So just bear with me while yep, there she is. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Hello. Hi, Lily. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Just 1 minute as I um, connect with our guest for this morning, an amazing guest. We're very excited to have her on. And I have been clicking the go live with. So I think I added her. Hi, Lily. Good
There we
morning.
go.
I
Hi.
know. Very nice to see you. How are you doing?
Good. Can you see me? Because I can't see myself.
I can see you. I can see you. Can you see me?
No, not yet. It says it's connecting though.
I see you.
Okay, now I can see you. Hi.
All right. Good morning. Hi.
Good
How are you?
morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm
Good to
awesome.
see ya.
Trying to make this maybe move back a little bit so that I'm not all in the face, everybody's face. How's everything going? So nice to see you.
You too. It's good. I'm just live from my hotel room in Florida, so it's pretty nice.
Right.
Can't complain.
What's the weather like in Florida?
Today it's a little cloudy. It's like 70, but not complaining. A lot better than Michigan, where I'm from.
Yeah, yeah. It's beautiful here in Texas. So
Oh,
um,
awesome.
yeah, just welcoming everybody. Hello, everyone. We're waiting for people to join. I know we have a few people here with us. Hello. Hi, everyone. I can see a couple of people. Pete is here. Chantal is here. Real men eat meat. It's Jamila. Hi, Jamila. How are you doing? Just a few people are joining. Cedarman, Liz Jean. How are you?
That's my
Hi.
grandma. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. It's so cool that your grandma is joining your life. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
Ruthie. Hi,
Awesome.
Ruthie.
Yeah, I know. While we're waiting, let me make my cup of tea. Actually, I haven't had my cup of tea and I was just trying to get that.
No problem.
Um,
Probably set this up. I'm like moving my phone, but hopefully it's not too distracting.
so today I'm gonna have our
Julie James. It's my mom's best friend.
oh, how cool is that? Hello. Hi, Julie Jean. Somebody's saying hi. Lacieter. Morgan. Hi, Morgan. Hi, Lind DSW. Good morning, everyone. We're just waiting to get started here. I have a special guest with us. I'm going to be introducing her soon. Thank you for all the loves and hats.
Yeah.
But before that, I'm going to get
Good morning.
I'm going to have my Jimnima leaf tea. So,
Nice. It's a good one. I've had it.
have you tried it?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like it. I like all the teas.
Thank you. Thank you. This is supposed to be a sugar destroyer. Uh, Between the Jimnima and the guava tea, I don't know which is my best. This is the Jimnima.
Yeah, I like the guava too.
I love the guava.
Super
I
good.
love the guava. And we have two new teas coming out, which is the mango leaf tea and the avocado leaf tea.
Ooh, avocado leaf?
Avocado leaf.
That's
That's a unique one.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, but good morning, everybody. We're very excited to be here. My goodness, this is just so amazing. Please stay with us till the end because we will be giving out free products throughout the live. Don't drop off. Be with us as we have an amazing guest. And I just wanted to get started real quick. I think we'll go ahead and get started. So thank you all for joining our IG live session. My name is Unomo Crawford. I am the founder and chief executive of Herbal Goodness here. For those of you who don't know about Herbal Goodness, our company is the #1 manufacturer of premium quality, unique superfoods and super herbs to impact the world and to support healthy living. We're located here in the Dallas area in Texas. We've been in business since 2013, so right about 8 years in business. And we just have amazing products which we will be featuring, but really a lot of them are unique super herbs that have health benefits. But this session is all about our special guest. Her name is Lily Ross. Hi, Lily.
Hi.
Very excited to talk with you. I know you've dedicated your life to living like a healthy lifestyle and just motivating other people by sharing your just very inspirational story of your health journey. I know it wasn't always like that. You and I chatted a few days ago, and honestly, I was blown away by just your story. I think the world needs to hear your story. So we're very privileged, very excited to be interviewing you this morning. You identify as an IBD warrior, and on your Instagram channel, you have a thing that says "No colon still rolling." So I want to dig into that.
Yeah, for sure.
I
First
want
of
to
all,
dig into
yeah,
that.
thanks for having me. So
Yeah.
honored
How
that.
are you? Introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, so I'm Lily, obviously, and yeah, so I like identify as IBD Warrior. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called ulcerative colitis in 2013, and then obviously ended up having to have my colon removed, which is why that is in my bio. The no colon still rolling, but it's definitely been a long journey. But I'm healthier and happier than I've ever been, thanks to, naturopathic health and just taking care of my body through food and supplements. And it's been a wild journey. And it's like crazy to think like how far I've come, but very thankful for the journey in itself because I'm, have my passion now and my career path to help people who struggle with similar things that I did.
Fantastic, Lily. We're going to dig in a little bit more. Guys, stay with us. This is going to be an amazing hour with Lily. And I see you drinking water, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm a little parched.
That is very good. So, Lily, before, like I had talked to you when we talked, before we actually set up this live, I had never heard about IBD, which is inflammatory bowel disease. I had never heard about it. And just hearing your story, I have gone back and researched it a little bit more. But tell us a little bit about that, right? Tell us a little bit about what is IBD? How did you start interacting with this issue? What happened?
Right. So yeah, IBD, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know what it was before I was diagnosed. Most people don't really know what it is just because it's kind of it's an uncomfortable topic especially for people who have it. It's inflammatory bowel disease. So obviously you can imagine not very pretty symptoms or anything like that. So most people, when I say like, oh, I had ulcerative colitis, they say they don't know what that is. And I'll be like, do you know what Crohn's disease is? And they'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. So essentially very similar to Crohn's disease. Crohn's affects the large and small intestine, while ulcerative colitis only affects the large intestine. So I had ulcerative colitis. And honestly, it's an idiopathic disease, which means they don't really have a known cause for it. It's not known why it happens. But for me personally, with all the research I've done and how how much more I've learned about the disease. I think that it was a compilation of lifestyle and environmental factors that led to my diagnosis. I was a really high stress kid growing up, always always on the go, just doing things my way, never really asked for help for anything, and just was always super anxious, paired with a really not healthy diet. Probably ate a candy bar a day, ate a bunch of processed food, sugar, and blah, 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 so on and so forth, like a normal kid. But I think a compilation of all those things kind of led to my diagnosis, because it's an inflammatory disease, and inflammation we know is caused by environmental factors, but also your diet and your lifestyle. And so I think just not taking care of myself in those ways kind of led to it. But yeah, I think.
So how old were you when this happened? Like, what happened that you just woke up and there it was?
Yeah, I mean, it's like so like crazy how it even really happened. I don't even know how it started happening. It's just one day I was feeling really sick, nauseous, and my like stomach was hurting really bad, and I started going to the bathroom very frequently, and I would have blood in my stools, and for about 2 months that happened, and I was just kind of it's okay, like I can deal with it, it'll probably just go away, like it's probably just a bug or something. I was 15, because yeah, it would have been my sophomore or junior year of high school, like probably going into my junior year of high school this summer. And I didn't tell my mom or anyone really. I was like embarrassed about it, clearly. And the reason I actually came out to my mom is because I showed 2 of my best friends, and one of them just joined this live, but like showed them what was coming out of me, and they're like, Lily, that's not normal, you should go see a doctor, or you should tell your mom. So I did, and went to the doctor, and the first thing they told me is like, okay, you have ulcerative colitis pretty severely. So then I started getting on medications. They put me on, anti-inflammatories and the regular drugs that they use to treat IBD. So I dealt with that throughout my, high school, throughout my junior year, and I kind of just trudged along how I was doing. Nothing really was improving. I was still having the symptoms, but it was kind of like at bay. But it was one day in like 2 years later, probably a year and a half later, in 2015, in the winter time, I remember I was like on my way to school. Me and my brother stopped to get breakfast on the way, got McDonald's, which probably not the best idea, but I went to school and had a really bad flare up, and I was like, I gotta go home. Went home, and then I was like in so much pain that I literally couldn't get off the bathroom floor. Like I was just like curled up by the toilet. Was like, something's not right. I had been scheduled for a follow-up at U of M. U of M is where I was being treated in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I had to follow up, so I was like, it's fine, I'll just wait till the appointment. And my mom's like, no, like you obviously have to go in. So went into the hospital, and they were like, this is not good. Like basically told me my large intestine was proliferating, like not good. So I was in the hospital. They kept me there for about 3 weeks, and I was on Remicade and all the steroids and drugs that they could find, or like that they had used in the past, and nothing was like easing my symptoms. I was then going to the bathroom literally 18 to 20 times a day, spending half my day on the toilet, and if not, I was just sleeping because I was so energy deprived, or just like sitting there drugged up because they had me on so many medications. So like I literally had to ask my mom before this, like some of the details, because I don't remember a lot of it because I was like so out of it. And
yeah.
But yeah, so I was like in the hospital for 3 weeks to a month until they were like, okay, there's no really other option besides removing your colon. So had that operation, and that was not a good I was not happy to hear that, because the typical operation, when you have your colon removed, you have to have an ostomy bag, which if you're in health or in medicine, you know what an ostomy bag is, but I had no idea, being just a normal
Wow.
person. So it's like they take part of your intestine and it protrudes out of your stomach until your digestive system is healing. So they created a J pouch with my small intestine because I no
Yes.
longer had a colon, and so I had to heal up. So I had an ostomy bag, which I would go to the bathroom through for about 2 months. And you can imagine being a senior in high school, that's not something I wanted to hear. That's not something I wanted to do. I was planning on going to Michigan State in the fall, and I was just like, how am I going to make friends? People are going to think I'm so weird and gross. And so it was just not a good time. Like, definitely
Wow.
did not like dealing with the bag. So I had it only for 2 months, which was a blessing when I look back at it, because I know a lot of people who have it for years on end. But it was necessary for the healing process, and then had the bag removed and started my healing journey after that. And finally, my mom and I, we did so much research, and I started going to a naturopathic doctor who was
Awesome.
trying to
Good
change my
for
diet.
you.
And
Wow.
yeah, but yeah, it was just a huge wake up call to, okay, why did this happen? How can people prevent this from happening? And like, what caused it? So after doing so much research and seeing how much your lifestyle and food affects your body, I was like, I think a compilation of all these factors is what led to it. And after that, I was just like, um, I'm done with traditional medicine. I mean, I not like done, like I know I respect it and it definitely has a place for sure, but for me, like it was just not, it didn't help. And I know like I probably could have done, a lot differently if I discovered like holistic health before all of
Yes.
this happened. So that's just kind of like what I love to talk about now and what I like to study, because it's just like interesting to me. And it's like people don't realize like what you put into your body seriously affects you, and like food is medicine and can be medicine.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
I was just like, I don't know, after I was diagnosed and after I had all the surgeries, I like was on medications for anxiety and sleep, because I was going to the bathroom obviously a lot more than the average person. So I was not sleeping at all. And like my mom said, my mom was like, you probably shouldn't go to college. Like she wanted me to stay home for at least a year, because the recovery time for this surgery is at least 2 years, they say, for your body to adapt. Your small intestine, needs to learn a new role. You are missing an entire organ, so your body really needs to adapt to it. But being just a senior in high school, I was like, no, I want to go to college. I want to be a normal kid. I want to just do it. So I went to college, which probably wasn't the best thing for me in hindsight. I was still on medications at that point, still doing the traditional medicine thing. And I had been on several different medications, Ambien for sleep, and that gave me really bad anxiety. And so did, I was on Cipro and then Flagyl, and I just had really bad reactions to all of these medications. And I was just like, okay, that's when I decided like I gotta do something differently. And like that's when we actually started buckling down with naturopathic medicine and like treating my body holistically. And that's kind of just when I started feeling better, because one of the huge things with getting a J pouch is pouchitis, which is an infection, because your small intestine isn't used to holding fecal
Yes.
matter. It's not
Yeah.
used to holding bacteria like that. So it can get infected really easily. And so the doctors would just prescribe an antibiotic, which would kill all the good bacteria also in my stomach. So then I would just get
Wow.
more sick, and it would just be like a vicious cycle of, drugs, antibiotics, medications, and like not getting any better. But once I started seeing the naturopathic doctor, he like got me completely off sugar. I had to cut out a lot of foods at first, and it was very, very restrictive. And obviously, as a freshman in college or senior in high school, like in between that time, I didn't want to change my diet. I wanted to eat ramen noodles and mac and cheese whenever I wanted, but
Oh,
and you know it was tough. So I was just like, I don't want to do this, but I did it, and thank gosh, because now I'm like
wow.
feel so much better than I ever did, and I never got an infection in my pouch again. Like that's still something that I'm susceptible to, but because of my diet and you know the way I treat myself, and you
Yeah.
know I don't get infections anymore. So that was like the wake up call. It was just like, okay, there is something to this whole natural living thing. Like
Yes.
it must
Yes.
work because I
Yes.
feel better and I don't get sick anymore. And so yeah, it was a while before I, you know, got
Wow.
fully healed and whatever, but now I'm just like love to eat healthy, and I don't even like, I don't know, I don't even have desires to go back to my old ways because I know I feel way better now than I ever did.
Wow, Lily, I don't know. I hope we're capturing this because we want to share it on our screen. Hello, everyone. For those of you who've been joining, my special guest is Lily Ross. She's with us. Lily, you are truly a warrior. You are truly a warrior. Someone is saying kudos to you. And the biggest challenge is for us to transition what we eat. And I couldn't agree more. And I want to dig into a little bit of that. You did say something that we like to say here in Herbal Goodness, which is food should be medicine, not medicine. We shouldn't be having to take medicine as food rather than instead it should be food as medicine. And you are the perfect example of that. You are the perfect example of using food to heal your body. And that is amazing. And like you said, I don't have anything against traditional medicine. I think it has
Right.
its place. I think when your body has degenerated to a certain level, you absolutely need to go to the doctor, go figure out what's going on with you, do all the tests.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
if there's medicine that can help you get back quickly, um, do it. But I think that food is preventive. Like we should
Oh, yeah.
treat our body. Yeah, like if there's a lot we could do so that we don't get to the place where we need to go to the doctor and get all this
Agreed.
medicine. Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit more about hmm, how did you start healing your body? I know you said you started nutrition. For me, I want to put it out there. Sugar is a no-no. Soda is a no-no. I don't know how much else I can prove it. Sometimes I see my friends drinking soda. I kind of want to jump on them and grab it and throw it away. I know I can't do that.
I
But
know.
I am that passionate. Like I'm posting all the time. Stop the sugar. Stop the processed foods. Eat more vegetables. But even with my kids, I'm struggling because at that generation and that time, everything around us is processed. Like
Everything
everywhere you go,
almost.
all
Yeah.
the kids are eating. You go to any function, they are handing out candy. How were you able to transition? How did you go from that diet to a holistic and healthy, maybe plant-based? I don't know if you're doing plant-based. Tell us a little bit about that journey and some of the
Yeah.
things that helped you.
So I'm not plant-based, but I do definitely, well, I would say plant-based just because I eat mostly plant foods. I try, you know, to make that most of my diet, but I do eat, you know, grass-fed beef or wild caught fish, free-range
Yeah.
organic chicken. When I eat animal products, I make sure it's, you know, of the highest quality. But yeah, like you said, sugar is the biggest no-no. Like that's the one of the biggest, easiest things you can do for your health is just cutting
Yeah.
out sugar. It literally is inflammatory in nature. It inflames your
100%.
body. No matter what is going on, it's
Lily, say it
inflames.
again. Write a book. Do
Yeah,
something. Tell them how
I
to
know. And it's like,
stop.
it was so hard at first because once I started researching this and I was like, oh my gosh, sugar is literally poison to your body, like literally. And so then I was like, why would I even want to eat it? So I like cut it out. And like you said, like it's hard. You like want to jump on people or you want to like say, don't eat that. It's so hard
Yeah.
because they think I don't want to be judgmental. I don't want to judge
Yeah.
anyone for what they're eating. But it's like what
Yes.
you're eating is literally determines
Killing
your
you.
health. Really
Yes.
does. The way you
Yes.
feel, your energy, you know, in the long term, everything. So yeah, it was definitely not easy. Like I said, I was a sugar addict growing up, and I also, you know, loved pasta and bread and all that stuff. So going gluten-free and sugar-free at first was not easy, as any change is. Like, you got to break old habits and make new ones. It's a very hard thing to do, but when you put in the work and you see the results, like once I started actually feeling myself again, like after 2 years after the surgery and not feeling like myself, I never wanted to go to functions with my friends or my family. I just like wanted to sleep. I just wanted to sit on the couch all day. And my mom was really worried about me. She's like, this is not how you are. Like, I hate to miss out on things. Like, I would always like want to be there, but during this time I was just like not feeling, I was not myself. But once I started like treating my body holistically and actually started feeling better, I was just like, wow, like it's crazy how just your diet can affect all of these things so much. It was
Wow.
crazy.
Guys, I am here with an amazing guest, Lily Ross, and you can follow her on her Instagram handle underscore intuitive living with Lil. Underscore.
Lil. Yeah. It's a little
So
tricky. Living with Lil was already taken.
living with Lil is already taken. So underscore intuitive living with Lil. But please follow her. I know you have amazing content on your Instagram live. I think that you are an amazing warrior. You should be out there telling your story as an influencer. We need more stories like that for our young people.
Yeah.
But I want to we're doing a giveaway, guys. We're giving away our latest product, our Jemima leaf tea, organic leaf tea. That's actually the tea I'm drinking right here. So if you see but we're giving away 2 boxes of the Jemima leaf tea. So please just enter a comment, let us know you want it. And our team is going to be selecting somebody randomly, 2 people randomly, and they're going to be receiving our Jemima leaf tea. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
This tea is what we call the sugar destroyer. I don't know if you know
Yep.
that.
Really good for balancing blood sugar, right?
Yes, yes. It actually also blocks the sugar taste in your tongue. So you're not, when you eat sugar, it actually does, you don't want to eat sugar. So, and then it,
Wow.
and then it helps your body to not process sugar. So if you do eat sugar, it sort of flows right through you.
Nice.
So we just talked about sugar being not a good thing in your diet. So we're giving away a free box of our Jimnima leaf tea. So just make a comment there, let us know you want it, and you'll get it. But Lily, this is just really amazing. And then we started connecting with you on Instagram. That's how I know we started seeing you liking us, and we were like, "Who's Lily? Who's Lily?" And but tell us a little bit about how you got involved with Herbal Goodness products, or other things that have helped you. I know you mentioned food, but are there other things that have helped you? In particular, how did you get involved with Herbal Goodness? What products are you using or have you used? What did you see? How did it happen? So proud of my baby girl. Somebody say so proud of
That's
my.
my mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. How are you? You should be proud of your baby girl. She's an amazing warrior. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I mean, supplements have been huge in my, you know, healing process. I always say, like,
Feel
first
free
and
to share any stuff. It doesn't have to be Herbal Goodness. If there are things that help other people, it doesn't have to be Herbal Goodness. Please let us know, right? Let
yeah,
people know what it is.
right. I mean, yeah, I mean, supplements in general, I think they definitely have their place in a diet and in someone's life, because it's really hard to get all of the nutrients that we need to, you know, function optimally just through your diet. Even if you're eating like so healthy and you're managing your stress, it's supplements definitely have their place in certain circumstances. First and foremost, probiotics, because gut health is everything. So
Yeah,
I take a
yeah.
probiotic. I think everyone should be taking a probiotic.
Awesome.
Multivitamin too, just to get, you know, the whatever you're
Yeah.
missing from your diet. But Herbal Goodness specifically, yeah, I started following you guys and like reading up on your products, and I was just like, wow, they're legit. It's like hard to find
Yes.
supplements that are very of high quality and come from really naturally sourced food, just because supplements, it's such a big arena that, and it's kind of like trendy. So many, companies coming out with half good like
Yes.
supplements, but Herbal Goodness I saw those 100% like good quality. So I started following you guys, and Miriam, the social media manager, reached out and was like, would you like to try some of our products? And I was like, absolutely, I would. And so she sent over, samplers of a bunch of products, and I have been using them probably for 2 to 3 years now. I probably will never stop just because I love the results that I get. Specifically the papaya, like
Yes.
that was we chatted and you said that was the first product you ever came out with.
Yes.
Papaya is loaded with beneficial enzymes, which help digestion. So obviously digestion was my main concern through the whole process. So I needed as much help as I can get. So papaya leaf, the extract, is something that I've always add to my smoothies or my oatmeal or whatever. You can't even taste it. So it's so easy to incorporate in your diet, which I love, especially for people who don't like to take pills or anything like that. It's like so easy because you can just add it to whatever. But yeah, also the bamboo leaf extract. I love that because it's great for hair, skin, and nails. And after my surgery, one of my main symptoms was losing hair. Like my hair was falling out like a lot, and my nails were all brittle and just you could tell I was just not in a very healthy state. But the bamboo leaf extract from Herbal Goodness has actually been something that's worked. Like there's so many hair, skin, and nail products on the market because that's such like a trendy thing, especially for women. I feel like, oh, hair, skin, and nails, like gonna just buy this supplement from Target, and it's like you don't really know what quality it is or if it's actually gonna work. But the Herbal Goodness bamboo leaf is something that's actually worked for me, so I will definitely be using that for a long time.
Wow, wow. Lily, let me say something I'm observing. Just there's a comment here from your grandma. I am so proud of you and I love you so much. I feel like you're surrounded, and I'm veering off a little bit because I want to come back to a couple of things you talked about, just around herbal goodness and but you have a lot of love from family. Your best friend is here, your mama is here, your grandma is here. Honestly, I feel that that is another pillar of health
Oh
that
yeah,
we are. I know we
definitely.
take care of our bodies and what we eat, but I just wanted to throw it in there. Just emotional health and healthy relationships. You feel like you are full of it, and kudos to you. But I just wanted to shout out to you and to your family because many people seem like I can do life alone, like leave me alone. And I think that healthy relationships are really important.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, to our overall well-being. So kudos on that. Um,
definitely shout out to my family because I definitely would not be where I am or in the on the journey that I am without them, because their support was everything through the whole
yeah,
thing. Like they're always by my side, always making me feel, loved and taken care of. So that was huge. So thank
that's
you,
something.
Grandma and Mom and Georgie and Nat and Jill and everyone watching.
Oh, that's amazing. You have a beautiful family. And you were shouting out to Miriam. Let me tell you, Miriam, everybody we talk to on Instagram, they talk about Miriam making them feel special. Miriam is our marketing associate marketing manager and team member. She does an amazing job. So I want to shout out to Miriam on our team
Yeah,
and to Monet as well. Shout out to you
that's
guys, our
awesome.
entire marketing team. Our Herbal Goodness family, they are just an amazing bunch of
Yeah, you guys are
people.
awesome. You too,
Yeah,
Noma.
thank
Shout out
you.
to you.
Thank you. But people, I let me stop and talk about our family a little bit. Herbal Goodness, we are 100% women owned. And I'm proud of the fact that we give 10% of our profits to support the education of girls, especially girls in Africa. We are huge on empowering women. So we have a strong female presence on our team, and these women are empowered women. They do an amazing job. So shout out to our team. Um, but also with our company where we really focus. I'm originally from Nigeria, from West Africa, so I value quality. I grew up on quality, and we like to bring the highest quality products as much as we can. We stay close to nature, so single ingredient products as much as we can. 100% organic, USDA certified, non-GMO, kosher certified. We test every single batch of our ingredients to the highest standards to make sure that they're free of heavy metals and all those things that can be bad. So you did say that there's a lot out there with supplements, but I always ask people, make sure you follow and see what's in the supplement.
Right.
And then check the company out. Check the company out because a lot of companies will pop up and they're putting stuff out there. So check them, make sure that they're a reputable company, that you're getting the best because our bodies really need a lot of help with these. And now I'm going to do another giveaway. You did talk about these as your products, the
That's a
products
good
that
one.
yeah, my nails are bad, so that's why I'm kind of hiding my nails. But this is the papaya leaf extract, our capsules, and this is our liquid extract, the 1 ounce. We're doing a giveaway of these two products. So if you want any of these, do make a comment. The papaya leaf, you talked already about it.
You
So I'm not
want
gonna.
it. Trust me. It's
It's
great. Great for digestion.
it is great. It's the only natural source of papain. So papain is that ingredient that is used for digestion. Papain can digest 300 times its weight in protein.
Wow.
So if you
I
eat
didn't know
meat,
that.
yeah, if
Wow.
you like, if you can get the fresh papaya, eat the fresh papaya. Next to the fresh papaya, this is it.
Right.
Get it, take it. It helps your digestion, and it also helps with platelets, supporting healthy platelets. So I
Yeah,
just
that's
wanted
a
to
good
put that.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah. My friend commented, she's like, you know I need it.
She needs it. Put it in the comments. Let us know. I will send you a free bottle. Uh, all right. Somebody saying from Jazzy B04 from Denver. Hi. She says you look beautiful, and I would absolutely agree.
Thank
You look
you. So
amazing.
sweet.
But I have one more question. You won't believe that we're almost at 40, but there's something I saw on your Instagram that mentioned earthing.
Oh yeah.
And that is something that I have been thinking about playing with and starting to research. But tell me what you mean about earthing and how you do it and what are the benefits to your body?
Yeah, so it's actually like a new thing for me as well. I started reading a book. My mom bought it, and it was just kind of sitting in our house. I was like, I'll read this. And it blew my mind how much it makes sense and just how beneficial it can be. So earthing, or also known as grounding, is
Yeah.
like basically just being in direct contact with the earth, whether that's the sand or natural water or the concrete even, or dirt, grass, anything like that. The earth is essentially like an electron bank. We can think about, they like have so many free electrons to give, and electrons are super beneficial for our health, for lowering inflammation. So the main benefits, it's really not highly studied like in the scientific world yet, just because it's a new discovery, even though it's been around since human times. Because the idea is that we have become so detached from our natural state as humans. We're connected to electronic devices 24/7. We're not really connected to the earth, and that can cause imbalances in our bodies. So antioxidants are kind of like a term that everyone knows about. Antioxidants help to get rid of reactive oxygen species in our bodies caused by oxidative stress, which no matter how healthy of a diet you eat, oxidative stress occurs naturally in our body. So there are always these reactive oxygen species floating around, and they're super highly reactive. So they can do good things and they can do really bad things. So the concept of earthing is that it gives you all the electrons that you need to balance those reactive oxygen species so that they're at bay and they're not damaging your body in any way. So mainly in this book, it just talks about how much it reduces inflammation and how it can help athletes recover like their muscle pain, and arthritis patients, like their like MRI scans shows further, like so much further reduced inflammation. And it's even beneficial for people with anxiety and autistic children. It even helps them concentrate more. It's just wild, like how
Wow.
many benefits just connecting
Wow.
to the earth can give you. And it's like how easy. People are always looking for a quick, easy fix, and it's
Yes.
cheap. Just go
Yes.
outside, walk
Free.
barefoot for an hour
Yes.
a day, and like you will do such great things for your health without paying for it, without even noticing. So I've been in Florida since I read that book, and so every single day, rain or shine, I've gone out to the beach and I'll lay on the beach,
Love.
put my phone aside because that's
Love.
defeats the purpose, kind of. So just lay there and just it's crazy how much better you feel just after doing that. And like I feel like everyone feels better after just a walk on the beach or like getting fresh air. Like it's not just random why you feel better. It's there's something to it. Like you're actually doing something good for your body. So it's super interesting. And if you like to read, the book is called Earthing, and it's very good. I would
Perfect.
highly recommend it.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm going to get that book, Lily, but I'm thankful that you're sharing it. I feel like we need a community of people who are saying these things too, so we can amplify our voices. Because
Definitely.
sometimes Khadija says earthing, connecting to Mother Earth. Absolutely. Let me tell you guys, I know this sounds like woo-woo stuff. I have a PhD in computer engineering, believe it or not. So I'm all about research and science, and I believe in all that stuff.
Yeah.
But frankly, we need to go back to Mother Nature and the way things were.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. When I told my sister, she was so stressed, I was having a conversation. I'm like, take off your shoes, get outside, just walk barefoot. She laughed. She laughed. She's like, oh my gosh, don't tell me you believe that stuff.
Right. Like, okay, sure, that'll help. It
Yeah.
does.
But yeah, these days we're wearing shoes, we're wearing plastic things, we're disconnected, we're not grounded. Everything in life needs to be grounded. Our electronics, everything, we have a grounding. When you are an electrical engineering, there's a positive, there's a negative, and then there's a neutral, which is the grounding, the earth one. So it makes a lot of sense to me. And that, like you said, is another free, just really, really quick way to get your health
Right.
going. So I'm glad that you put it out there, and that is definitely something that I believe in. We believe in Herbal Goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, Khadija is saying I would love to be able to do the beach every day. Guys, we're opening it up for questions. I know we're really running behind on time, but if you have questions for Lily, please ask. And I know a few people are saying I need to try it. Put that comment and say me like just say I'm in, and we'll send you some of those free products that we have available. We're giving away 2 boxes of our Genema Leaf Tea, which is the sugar destroyer, which I am passionate about. Lily is passionate about it. Get
Take the
sugar
sugar.
out of your diet. Get
Yep.
sugar and soda out of your diet. And then if you're talking about digestive issues, if you want to support healthy platelets, blood, papaya leaf extract tea is the next best thing to getting it fresh off the tree. If you have a tree, please get it off the tree.
Yeah.
If you don't have a papaya leaf tea, get our Herbal Goodness papaya leaf extracts. But so one more question for you, Lily. What good advice would you give IBD warriors or just warriors, people who are struggling with health? And we know so many of them. Frankly, I know a lot of my friends are struggling with health.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
I mean, digestive issues in general are such like so on the rise, and you know, after all the research and you know, seeing what's in our food and just how, like you said, how far away we've gotten from our natural state of eating foods from the earth. You know, if you think back to Paleolithic ages and think about cavemen, they were
Yes.
first walking barefoot, they didn't have shoes,
Yes.
and they were eating food just that came from the earth, and there was no
Yes.
no like digestive issues, no inflammatory diseases or anything like that. Like they didn't exist. So my best advice would just be like, first and foremost, it's great to have someone, you know, who's very knowledgeable in the arena. So like reaching out to a holistic nutritionist or even a naturopathic doctor, like they are so good at like pointing you in the right direction for your health. And just, I don't know, cutting sugar is number one. I will never not tell anyone that if they're like, what can I do for my health? Number one is cut out the sugar. Like people are like, okay, what about honey? What about maple syrup? Like, and as much as I hate to say it, sugar is sugar. So it does the same thing in your body. Like there are benefits to honey, like they do have antimicrobial properties, but it's still sugar. It can still, if you have an inflammatory state going on in your body, it's gonna feed that. And bad bacteria in your gut eats sugar and it grows on sugar. So if you're eating sugar, you're just feeding the problem. So cut out sugar, no ifs, ands, or buts.
Lucy, we need, Lily, we need more young people saying this to young people.
I know, and it's like it's uncomfortable because it's just like, oh, like I don't want to be told what to eat, and like the fact, like people think if you look healthy, that means you're healthy, but that's not always the case. Like I played high school sports all throughout high school. I was in shape, blah, 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 but I still developed these really nasty health issues. And it was based on my diet and based on my lifestyle and environmental stressors. Like you can't out exercise a bad diet. That's one of my like favorite quotes.
Can you, that's tweetable. That's,
like like people think like, oh, I'll just go to the gym, work out. Like that doesn't get rid of like the damage you're doing to your gut and your liver and the other organs inside your body. Maybe you have good muscles, but that doesn't mean your insides are healthy.
Oh my God, Lily, write a book. You cannot out exercise a bad diet. I literally was having this conversation with a friend of mine this morning. She's like, oh, my daughter she's adding all this weight, and I have nothing against weight. Like you can have good weight. So this is not a knock on weight at all. But she's like, and I think that she needs to start exercising. I'm like, okay, what do you have in your house? Like you literally go to the store, you spend your money. I tell my kids all the time, they're like, Mom, I said, I'm not going to spend my hard-earned money to buy poison to kill myself or create my own problems. Like if somebody gives it to you guys for free, that's something else. But I will not use my money to buy my own problems. Like, no.
Yeah, makes sense.
I just don't buy sugar. Like everything I put in the cart, I'm like, is that gonna help or does that hurt?
Exactly.
And
you can always
sugar is one of those no-nos. Soda is one of those no-nos. If you can cut it out, please cut it out. Like somebody's asking, shit. So now that you've cut out sugar, we're telling them what not to eat. Then, what foods then do you eat? Somebody's saying, what is your diet like? What food do you eat when you have sugar cravings?
So yeah, so I want to like make sure I don't like. I definitely, my diet is not 100% clean. So I definitely believe in a balance is the best, because I've definitely struggled throughout my whole journey with disordered eating patterns, just because it stemmed from my own unhealth, that I got so nervous about what I was eating, and I was like, okay, that's gonna make me bad, can't ever eat that again, and it would result in restriction, which would then just make me crave foods all the time. So if I'm really craving something, like I will go get an ice cream cone with my family. I'm not gonna eat one every day, that's for sure, but with a balanced diet, when you're eating healthy, like there is room for all foods. I believe all foods fit, but you can't eat it every day. And people are like, oh, it's just like a little bit, or it's just like, but if you're eating it every single day, it builds up and it will have an effect. But if you're eating, if you splurge sometimes, like if I go out on the weekends with my friends, I will eat pizza. Like I try to stay gluten-free, but I will eat it if I'm really craving it, because I believe, if you're in a healthy state, first and foremost, you have to be in a healthy state to do that. Not obviously when I was in my flare-up, I did not eat those foods, but now that I'm healthy, I do like eat certain foods when I'm craving them. But my favorite sugar replacement is monk fruit sweetener. So it comes from a fruit and it's like 100 times sweeter than sugar. So it's not like Splenda, which is aspartame. It's very unnatural, artificial sweetener. This actually comes from a plant and it's really sweet. So in my baked goods, if you follow my Instagram, you'll see like I use that a lot in my baked good recipes to keep them lower sugar.
Yes. Wow, Lily. Yeah. Somebody saying that is so key. Find balance. I think the most important thing she's saying, this is Khadija, let the good outweigh the bad. Let the
Definitely.
good outweigh the bad. And that also is my philosophy. Like, I don't want, the more you tell people don't do something, the more they crave it.
Right.
My own, I think my strategy is not to buy, as much as possible, not to buy it. And when I do buy stuff, I try and get the higher quality ones. Like you said, if I'm buying salmon, I'll buy the wild caught salmon. I'll buy grass-fed beef. Um, so I'm eating mostly. And then I've also started cooking, like cook a lot. Like somebody said, eat whatever you want as long as you cook it, right? Because you kind of know what you're putting into it. Like, so when you're cooking, you are aware I'm using higher quality ingredients. So that's one tip. That's
Right.
mine. I don't know. Yeah, just
Yeah.
uh,
And
yeah.
how do I keep this diet affordable? I mean, there's no question that eating healthier definitely can be more expensive, especially if you're buying pre-made, things that are alternatives. Like a gluten-free pizza is probably $7, where a normal pizza is probably like $3. So it can definitely get pricey. That's why I always try to buy like whole foods, and like you said, you cook it yourself. Produce can be really cheap if you're shopping the right places. Like Aldi, they're like going all organic. I don't know if they already did that, but they're so reasonable on their prices. Also, Trader Joe's, key. Trader Joe's is so cheap. Like, don't shop at Whole Foods unless you're going for specific products. Like, I will not go there to buy fruit and vegetables because it's just so expensive and ridiculous. Even my local grocery store is so overpriced. So finding places that, have food at a reasonable price is definitely important. I drive 35 minutes to go to the nearest Trader Joe's, but it's worth it for the food, for the cheap alternatives.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I also shop at Aldi's and I'm fine. They have a good selection of organic food. So shout out to Aldi's. We should tag them in this.
We
so
should.
that they'll promote this. Yes. And the one other thing I wanted to mention that I do and that I'm starting to promote is intermittent fasting. So I don't know. This is my own theory, but I don't know why it looks like we have to have 3 meals a day, and I'm starting to kick against that. Like, if your body is hungry, feed it, but it shouldn't be like, oh, it's 8 a.m. I gotta eat. Oh, it's it's 1 p.m. I gotta eat.
That's definitely something I've been interested in too, because there's so much mixed signals or like mixed reactions about it, but it makes so much sense. And people who do it say how much better they feel. Like my brother does it. And it's like you don't have to do it in crazy windows. Like you can give yourself normal windows. Like he won't eat in the morning until like 11 a.m. is when he has his first meal. And then he doesn't eat after like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. And that's like a 12-hour fast, which is great. Like to let your body, the idea is just letting your body focus on, fixing imbalances within your body when there's not food to be digested. When you're constantly eating, it has to focus on supporting that, giving enzymes to the digestion process. But when you're not eating, it can go throughout your body and take care of other things that are going on. So I definitely think intermittent fasting is a good idea for a lot of people.
Oh my gosh, Lily, I've so enjoyed chatting with you. We are at 11:53.
I know, it's crazy.
It goes so fast. Khadija, thank you for your comments. We absolutely should learn to listen to our bodies. Our bodies know best. Our bodies actually know best. So if we can listen to our bodies, we should. And then we should listen to our intuition. Sometimes we know that we're not going down the right path, or somebody's saying do this and all that. The most important thing I'm telling people, take charge of your health. Don't outsource it. Don't think that somebody else knows better. Maybe they went to school and all that, but do the research. There's so much research out there. start looking for the research to say, what is the root cause? Like, what else can I do other than what everybody else is telling me? And a lot of times it leads us back to food and the other pillars, the emotional health, which I know you have around your family. So shout out to your family for all the support that they've given to you. And
Definitely.
just staying grounded. We've talked about eating well, staying grounded, intermittent fasting. Kaylee is saying intermittent fasting has definitely made her feel way better and healthier. Me too. Me too. I do intermittent fasting pretty much every day, really.
I
I
need
don't,
to start doing it.
yeah. And once I get used to it, I actually, it's like a lifestyle. I don't, if I eat before 11 a.m., I feel weighed down. Like I just feel weighed down. So,
Right.
um, yeah, so I think that we should take care of our bodies. It's the temple, the one temple of our souls and our spirits that we show up with in the world. So, I just wanted to say thank you. Lily, is there one last thing you want to say? Somebody saying great interview, but is there something else you want to say before we announce our gift for you?
I mean, not really. Just thanks for listening. And if anyone knows anyone who struggled with IBD or literally any health issue at all, I love talking to people about it. It's never a burden. Like I love, it's why I have my account. It's why I share what I do. So never hesitate to reach out if you ever have questions or just want to chat.
Yes. Thank you so much, Lily, for being an influencer, for coming alongside us at Herbal Goodness.
Yeah.
Please go check out Lily's account, underscore intuitive living with Lil. We're going to share it with everybody. Intuitive underscore intuitive living with Lil. So just amazing stuff that you're putting out there. Amazing story of your life, your health, and your well-being. And you are extremely knowledgeable for someone so young. You are very knowledgeable, and I think that
Thank
young
you.
people hear it from other young people. So please keep sharing your story. We wanna be able to take your story and share it with our community, explode it, let more people hear. So that because that's our mission at Herbal Goodness. So that's what we're aiming to do here. We do have a gift for you. So we are going to be sending you a free $100 gift card to shop on our store,
Oh,
and we want to support you with we want to support you
thank
with our papaya
you.
leaf product and our Jimima leaf tea as well. So we will be mailing that to you. If you would send us your mailing address, we would send that off to you. But
Definitely. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Thank you so much, Lily. Very much appreciate your time, taking time to join us in this IG Live, sharing your most authentic self. And I would say just everybody go out and become more of who you are, like just your most authentic, live your highest, best life.
Definitely.
Let's show up in the world as who we truly are, and empowered women who are living healthy lives that other people will just really learn something from. So you are a true IBD warrior. We're honored to have you, and we just want to say thank you, and we'll be supporting you and Herbal Goodness as much as we can.
Thank
So,
you. That means so much. I'm honored to be a part of Herbal Goodness and the community and just love, love, love.
love, 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 love. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for joining us. We really appreciate it. And Lacey, love to you. You said your son is living with Crohn's disease, and this has been very helpful. I'm glad that it's been helpful to you all. We're gonna be sharing more of this with our community, sharing it on YouTube and just blasting it everywhere. But really, thank you so much for sharing your story. And
Absolutely.
yeah, have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. And Lacey,
Uh,
don't be afraid to reach
all
out with any
right.
questions.
Sure, sure.
Bye.
Bye,
Happy Saturday.
everyone.